What is going on YouTube? My name is FG3000. I'm back in the place to be and welcome to Graffiti Smash. This is a brand new, you know what, let's just do some gameplay so I can show you what it's all about. It is a hero collector, but the gameplay is more reminiscent to like World Flipper and Monster Strike, which is a game I've never played, so I'm going out on a limb using that reference. But let's go ahead and jump directly into gameplay so you can kind of see exactly what's going on. We're gonna go ahead and skip the story for the sake of the YouTube. So here we are inside gameplay. So what you want to do in order to win is a few things. Number one, you want to use this little ricochet system here to hit your enemies. As you hit enemies, you begin to paint the stage. Think like Splatoon, right? The more you paint the stage, the higher your damage multiplier. So you want to paint the stage as much as possible. As you do so, you will unlock this graffiti logo here, which is basically a big ultimate. So we'll see that later on. Another thing that you also want to do in addition to hitting enemies is you also want to pass through your teammates, which I did a pretty bad job of showing off there, but you also want to pass through your teammates because they also have abilities that trigger as your teammates pass through them. So you can see, even though it wasn't her turn, Eunice's turn, as a teammate passed through her, she does like a little twirly bladey thing, which also is gonna allow you to hit more and more enemies. So let's keep going. We're gonna do the same thing here. I'm gonna try to go ahead and use the little corner here to do as much ricochet damage as I possibly can. And you can see as the enemy hits me, they also remove the paint that I put on the board as well. So it's kind of like a tug of war battle between you trying to paint the stage and the enemies trying to clear off that graffiti. So now we've done enough graffiti to the stage, we can now summon our little graffiti smash here. And basically, once again, kind of uses the same exact function here, a little pullback ricochet system, and it does a ton of damage. So I gotta say, gameplay wise, the game is not bad. You might even say it's pretty good. Now, with all that being said, this game is brought to you by Bolteren, the necromancer of the gacha world. And this game, yes, has shut down in its home region. Now, with that being said, I still think the game is like I said, I think the game is pretty good. I was playing this game much longer than I needed to before I recorded this video. I was actually having a pretty good time. The fact that the game has already been shut down in its home region, when it comes to spending money in the game, I totally get it, but I don't think it should detract you from playing the game because let's be real. Let's be real. Most of us, a large majority of us, quite a few of us, are gonna play this game and quit it long before it runs out of content here in global. Like long before they run out of content to bring over, right? To me, that's just a fact, but whatever, you do you. Let's do a little bit more gameplay here. This game also has a very not common feature of being able to multiply the amount of stamina that you spend on a stage in order to increase your rewards. The last time I saw a game do that was Crossing Void, so it's been quite a while. I feel like if a game is not gonna do sweep tickets, I feel like it should allow you to multiply your stamina. I don't like this whole auto-repeating stages for an hour. Like, I think that is a tired system. At the very least, if you're not going to put in sweep tickets, allow people to multiply their stamina. You know, let's say a stage takes 10 stamina. Allow me to burn 100 stamina just so I can get a ton of rewards in one shot. You know, I think that is something that's probably should be used in gachas. Let's see here. See how these enemies just came down and they just ruined my graffiti here? So it makes me just a little, you know, puts it out of reach just slightly. But you'll find yourself being able to get this graffiti ability ultimate quite often. Now, what you might not see as often is being able to use your skills. So all of my heroes here do have additional skill attacks, but sometimes I feel like I just beat the content so fast that I don't actually get a chance to even do it. Now that could just be, you know, because you know how these games are, they overpower you with weapons and give you much more power than you really need in order to beat the content. So I guess eventually we'll get to a point where, you know, you'll be able to use your skills more often, but I might not even be able to show you my skill attacks in this video at all. That's just how fast we defeat these things. Let's go ahead and do a little graffiti smash action just for the sake of just doing it. And you can also, there are multiple different graffiti smashes in the game as well. So the one that I'm using isn't the one you start the game off with, and I assume that there are more in the game as well. Very nice. Once again, just try to hit the enemy as well as pass through one of my teammates. do as much damage as possible. It's satisfying gameplay. Like I said, if you liked World Flipper and, you know, I assume Monster Strike, there's probably a lot to like about this game. It is some pretty satisfying combat here. We actually might get close to doing a skill up. I'm gonna try to do very good there. Ricochet back and forth between those two enemies, as well as bounce off my teammate there. You can see also on the stage, it will spawn different power-ups like heals, attack ups, speed ups, things of that nature. Sometimes there's spikes, sometimes there's, you know, obstacles in your way. So obviously the game is going to try to take this little small gimmick of the Ricochet system and try to make it as, you know, gimmicky as possible in certain stages in order to kind of trip you up. So that's that. You are going to notice a lot of people are level 99. It doesn't take that long to build levels, so I think people just been playing really fast. And just to kind of show off what I was talking about earlier, here is the multiply stamina function right here. So that's that. You can also do co-op in this game, but it's not for the story. It's going to be for events, I assume, but I haven't jumped into the events just yet. So that's story. When it comes to events, I'm going to do this a little bit separately. The Silver Holy Night, I'm going to do that on the meta. But as you guys can see, these are going to be your tried and true resource grinds. So right now it's fire day, so a lot of materials that you need to power up your fire units are going to be here. And then if you take a look at the next day, you're going to have this tried and true gold resource mission along with upgrade materials for your water units. And then like I said, right now there is the Silver Holy Night, which is basically a holiday Christmas event that is going on right now. Pretty much what you might expect. Defeat the stages. If you go in here, there's an exchange shop, which is going to get you lots of little vouchers where you can buy characters as well as upgrade materials, as you guys see here. Very straightforward when it comes to events, but there you go. Cool characters as well. Not bad at all. So that's that. So that's story, that's event. I haven't unlocked the hunting board just yet. Maps, underground, and then there's co-op as far as your gameplay is concerned. There is PvP in the game. Ranked starts tomorrow, so if you want to get ready to do some ranked PvP, there you go. As far as upgrading your characters, let's do a summon first, and then let's see if we get somebody good enough to upgrade, and that'll show us what that's all about. This is a game that does have free and paid currency separated. So although I have 500 jimmies, I'm not gonna be able to do this version of the pool. I got to do this version of the pool, which does not give me the guaranteed 4-star you don't love to see. All right, we'll go ahead and with this full summon animation. I do kind of like the summon animation because check it out. You pull the lever and then you can kind of like spam it. I kind of like that. I don't know if it does anything, but I like it. Ah, dude, we got some booty summons. Not good at all. There you go. A little preview of some of the characters in the game here. If they're new, they get the full, you know, little presentation here. But if they're duplicates, it just passes on by them. But obviously, since I just started the game, a lot of these characters are going to be new here. I guess you can technically say live 2D since their eyes they're blinking. So yeah, live 2D. Obviously, this game is a little bit older, so we'll give it a little bit of a pass. I thought when I, first logged into the game, it was going to be one of those really archaic, data transfer code in order to save your account type of systems. But no, you can log in with Google Play. You love to see. So I didn't actually get a character that I want to upgrade, but I'll show you the upgrade process here. You can awaken characters, very straightforward. Once you hit a certain level, there's going to be an awaken item that you need to use to activate in order to make your character go up to the next level. This can be gained through the daily resource grinds, very straightforward there. Unlock potential. Let's sort this by level, dude. This is so messy. So messy. Unlock potential. This is going to use orbs once again that you can get outside of the daily resource grinds, and then this will unlock these little boards which give you all types of passive stats there. Upgrade hunters. This is going to be like raw levels, and then unlock force. I believe, I haven't messed with this just yet. I think this is like what you use duplicates for. I haven't really messed with that yet. I'm just guessing, but I think it's a good guess. So those are different ways that you can upgrade your party. And then of course you can also upgrade your weapons as well. Kind of the same exact idea. Upgrade your weapons using duplicates. And then it looks like as you move along, you can craft weapons and you can do some other things here as well in order to give your characters even more power. But that is pretty much the game. Like I said, hold on. I forgot to show you one thing. The tried and true dispatch mode. Why are we doing a tried and true dispatch mode, FG? We know what that looks like, but dude, it's a little bit different. So as you go in these little tried and true dispatch modes, you come back and every now and then you'll bring a map with you. And then that map is basically like a special stage that you can fight and get even more rewards. So it's a little twisty twist on your tried and true dispatch mode. Let's go back into the story. We'll do one more piece of gameplay, and that is what we'll call it a day, my friends. Like I said, I think I'll stick around and at least do the Christmas event on meta. But, you know, it's all right. It's all right. Let us do a little ricochet action. And you see these little tiles here? These are little speed up tiles. So we should be able to activate those and just kind of zoom around the stage like crazy. See, check it out. See this little, see how fast we go now? And it just kind of makes us just ricochet way more, bounce off of my teammates, do a ton of damage. It's very satisfying. Very, very satisfying here. A lot of these enemies have different types of strengths and weaknesses as well. The game tries to kind of explain like, oh, this enemy is unique for this reason, and this enemy is unique for this reason. But at the end of the day, dude, I'm just trying to ricochet off things. Like, I ain't got time to be worried about certain enemies. I'm just trying to kill everything. Maybe, once again, later on in the game, it's going to be more of a thing. But for right now, if you just kill all the things, you'll be fine. And paint the board as much as you possibly can. All right, here comes the boss. And let's see here. We'll just go ahead and use our little graffiti smash action. Power it up. And away you go. Good damage, good damage. That takes a turn of the character that you're using as well. So you want to use that on someone that's, I would assume that you don't really want... or, you know, that's not as strong as some of your other teammates, I would assume. Maybe. Then here goes my little teammate, my support character, who's really overpowered, which will basically just one-shot them with the quickness and bounce around just to show off a little bit more. Very, very nice. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. A nice little look at Graffiti Smash brought to you by Boltrend, the necromancer of gotchadom. They must get some really good deals on these games, you know what I mean? Like, to come in here constantly, like, they built that reputation quick. Like, yo, your game shut down? Let me see it. I think I can make a little couple dollars out of it. When you gonna bring Gate 6? Come on, grab Gate 6, Boltrend. Actually, I'm already kind of playing Gate 6 because it's basically called Super String right now, but even that game is a little tedious. But don't worry about that. That's another video. I'm out, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Later.